What's up guys, this is Baymaxx and you're watching Baymaxx TV. If this is real, this is not a joke. Come on man, that's not funny. Welcome back again guys, and today we're going to take the second zombie survival quiz. And this quiz in particular is much more complex than the first one we did. This is the first time I'm trying this quiz. It was created in 2012. I checked the first few questions out and I can say this is more specific. I would say this is much more interesting. Hopefully the results is in my favor and hopefully I survive the zombie apocalypse. So let's not prolong this and let's begin. By the way, this is from zomboid.com. As you can read here, the ultimate zombie apocalypse survival quiz. It says here comprehensive as I mean that's what it says. You can read it. It's see? Welcome to the most comprehensive zombie apocalypse survival quiz you're likely to find. A lot of thought, time, and effort went into the making of this quiz, and I think you'll find it to be a bit different than other quizzes you may have taken. I already find it very different just reading through this. Try it out, see how you score, and pass it on to your friends if you want to see who among you would be most likely to survive. The people who created this really spent some time creating this to be as interesting and comprehensive as it is. Let's do this. That's not funny. Reload. Okay. How old are you? It's a secret. Under 13. Hey, do your parents know you're taking this? Okay, so please, if you're under 13, don't take this quiz. I'm male. Male. Where do you live? I live in the suburbs. Basically, it's medium to large city. And what type of home do you reside in? It's a bungalow. What do you do for a living? I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you. I would say, currently I'm unemployed. I'm doing YouTube, but it's not yet monetized, of course. I'm trying so hard to monetize it. But yeah, I'm gonna choose this for now, as I think it would be impactful for the result, if I'm going to be honest, you know. I should have picked something else that isn't listed here, but since I'm not yet getting paid for content creation, I'm gonna choose I'm unemployed. How would you rate your physical condition? Are you kidding? I exercise every day. Well, I do push-ups every day. I couldn't get my workout time in my everyday schedule yet. So no, I don't exercise every day. I would... is push-ups enough to say you're exercising every day? I could use a little work. That's the best answer for me personally. Do you have any vices or addictions? Don't worry, I won't tell anyone if you do. Nope, not really. Do you have any special needs or medical conditions? No, I would say I have. If you answered yes to anything in the previous question, do you regularly take medication or receive treatment that you need to function? Part 2. How would you describe your knowledge of level of experience with medicine or healthcare? Oh yeah, average. How good would you say you are in the kitchen? I would say very good. I do know how to cook more than a few things, guys, but only the somewhat basics. Basic cooking stuff, you know. I think it's very important for human beings to know that kind of stuff. You can't just have someone cooking for you all the damn time. That's a basic necessity or skill in life, guys. Okay, next question. But what if there is no kitchen? Do you know how to start a fire to cook with? I was a Boy Scout. That's nothing, man. I can do it. I know I can do it. Yes, I know more than one way to start a fire. I actually know more than one way. Yeah. How about transportation? You know, getting from one place to another. I can drive automatic and manual. And I can also ride a bike. I do a lot of walking. I actually do, you know, back during pre-COVID times, I do a lot of walking when commuting. Do a lot of walking, guys, if you can, because it's gonna help you with being fit and all like that. You have to get those legs working. I know how to swim though. What about navigation? How good are you at finding your way around? Not bad. I have experience with maps, compasses, and know what to do if I get lost. I do know. How would you rate your endurance? Great. I can go the distance. Copyright, let's stop that. I may not look tough, but I can take a lot of abuse. Ooh, so I guess. I'm really not sure. I prefer not to endure things if possible. Okay, cancel that shit. Take that off the list. Endurance. Well, to be honest, even without regular training, dude, I can endure it. I'm a chunky guy, chubby, chunky guy, and I may look a little on the heavier side, but I know I can endure stuff like this. So yeah, I may not look tough, but I can take a lot of abuse. Part 3. How many parts do they have? Have you had any training in combat and or self-defense techniques? Can I choose 2? No, I can only choose 1. I have some basic self-defense or combat skills that I've learned on my own. I mean, back in high school, we've learned arnis. Using arnis sticks / eskrima sticks for self-defense. It was taught to us during high school, and it was fun, and actually I loved it. I still have my sticks here. Look how damaged it is, right? Have you ever been in a fight or physical altercation? I would say it's happened because I've been to maybe 3 fights. Have you ever fired a gun? No, I wasn't able to go to a shooting range with my siblings. But other than that, I do know how it works. So do you actually own a gun? No. How about blunt objects? Do you have any of the following items in your home? Yeah, I have the arnis sticks or eskrima sticks. I also have the police club or a baton, police baton. What about sharp and pointy things? Ooh, they're getting dangerous now. I've got good set of knives in the kitchen. Of course, you can use that for self-defense against zombies, and other people who's threatening you and your family. I have a hunting knife or similar. I do have a hunting knife. I do have a sword, but it's just a replica sword. It's kind of blunt. So if you hit someone with it, they might die though. It's metal, but it's for collection purposes. It's a replica of one of the swords in Lord of the Rings. Maybe you have a small arsenal, maybe you don't, but can you improvise? Oh yeah. Speaking of hiding, how good are you at that? When I was a teenager, we always play these games, traditional Filipino games from the afternoon up until early evening. We play a lot of Filipino games, patintero, ago base or base to base, what they call. When the sun comes down and nighttime kicks in, we're gonna play hide and seek. And one time I was so good at hiding that I just went straight home without even notifying the kids I was playing with. I went straight home and took a bath because I was just really sweating a lot that day. They were just annoyed and mad. Well, not mad, just a bit irritated because I went home. I would say, could you climb if you needed to? Oh yeah, look, I could climb more than just a ladder, I know how to climb some things. I'm gonna say this. Part 4, how many parts do they have? What do you usually do when faced with a difficult task? Oh, I would say just keep at it. Eventually I'll succeed. How would you rate your diet and nutrition? Yeah, I do pretty good. I do the best I can to eat well, but I'm not on a special diet or anything like that. Do you have any special skills? I know how to hunt and or fish. I do. Well, I don't know how to fish. Hunt, maybe. I would say this one. Hunt and or fish. How do you usually spend your free time? It's video games. The great outdoors, love it or hate it? Yeah, I would say neutral. Part 5. How many parts do they have? 10? I mean, I would think that part 4 would be the end, but I guess not. You have been walking alone for what seems like days and have not seen a single living soul. Finally, you spot a group of perhaps a dozen survivors from a distance. What do? Discreetly observe them from a distance before deciding how to proceed. You need to be smart about situations like this, guys. If this is real, this is not a joke. You come across a group of people who are in the middle of a heated argument over some looted food and supplies. One guy is very aggressively asserting that most of the items should go to him since he helped them survive the trip and carried most of the loot out of the building. The other people, a family of 3, want to do a 50-50 split between themselves and the other guy. Things are getting ugly when you show up and the family pleads for help. What do? Oh, so they're asking for my help, okay? Dude, if you're gonna get all of the loot out of the building, and help these people and then demand something as twisted as this, then you're really not helping, man. This is premeditated. You've thought about doing this even before getting those loot. No, no. I'm like that, man. I'm gonna try to reason with the aggressive guy because everyone is just trying to do whatever it takes to survive. It's an apocalypse. You've just obtained a fair amount of supplies from an abandoned store, including some much needed food and medicine. On the way back to your home, you're stopped by a group of survivors who demand that you give them everything you're carrying or they'll kill you. What do you do? Man, I hate this kind of situation. Just makes my blood boil. So how many are they? A group. So a group would be like 3 or more, right? I'm gonna assume they're 4. They might have ranged weapons, like guns, bow and arrow. Threaten them right back. They aren't that many of them, and you're pretty sure you can take them on if the situation escalates. That's the last thing you want. You don't want a situation like this to escalate. You need to de-escalate it. So they were waiting for me. They might know where I go home to. God dang it. This is a hard decision. Damn. I'm gonna offer to share the supplies. I can't fight these people without proper prep. If they're 3 or 4 people and they have ranged weapons and maybe they just conceal them or something, I mean, I don't want to take that chance. Rather be safe than sorry. How's your tolerance for blood or gore, violence, and death? I can take it. I watch a lot of scary movies, play a lot of video games. I can take it, I would say. You have a fairly large laceration on your arm. What? When did that happen? You think you got it when you were squeezing into a hiding space a couple days ago, but you're not sure what you got cut with. You were able to stop the bleeding at the time using a piece of your shirt, and you didn't think it needed stitches. But now the cut is very sore, swollen, and itchy, and the entire area around the cut is hot and red. You decide to check out an empty pharmacy and see what you can find. The following are items you find in the pharmacy that are not damaged and can be assumed safe to use. Which ones will you take with you to treat your wound? Sterile gauze dressing? Oh, you need that. Large adhesive bandage. Oh, you need that. Hey, let's do that. You're gonna need that. I think that's all good. Yeah, you need all of this. You're in the basement looking for supplies. Suddenly, zombies start breaking in the door at the top of the stairs. What, they broke in? You don't know how many there are, but it sounds like more than just a couple. You quickly scan the room for something to defend yourself with. You see a long metal pipe, some old chairs, an old hunting rifle, a box of ammo, and the chainsaw and an old gas can. For the purpose of this question, you can safely assume that all the weapons are in working condition. What do you do? Oh my god. Wow, this is a big question. I would need to have a full scope of the situation though. Like, this cannot be it. In a real life setting, you're not limited to this question. There would be more things to do or use in that basement. But just to answer this question, I'm gonna try to barricade the door. I'm going to take that as an advantage, for me to come up with a better plan to find a way out of there. I'm alone here. I can't just take them up without thinking about it. I can't just make a run for it because you don't know how many they are yet. Need some time for prep. From the vantage point of your hiding spot, you see zombies surrounding an overturned car. You can hear someone scream in terror from inside the car. There's no one else around. You count at least a dozen zombies, but there might be more. What do? You try to create a distraction to direct the zombies away from the car. Hopefully the person will be able to get away on their own. A distraction would be very useful. Use the opportunity to your advantage. With the zombie distracted, you'll be able to sneak past and get to your destination much easier. That's going to be in my conscience though, and that would be very bad. I'm gonna create a distraction long enough for that person to get out of the car and get to safety. That's hard. This question is really hard. Finally, have you spent any amount of time thinking about what you would do in case of zombies? The thought has crossed my mind. True. Wow. 70.9%. Well done. Your chances of surviving a zombie apocalypse are better than average. Don't get too cocky though. Remember, the undead never sleep. Okay, that's a good quiz. So the results are percentage based. Wow. Well, that's all for today, guys. I mean, 70.9% survival rate in the zombie apocalypse. I'll take it. I do want to live through it though. And I really want to grow old. I don't want to die during the zombie apocalypse. So I'm gonna take that 70.9% and turn it to 100%. But overall, this is a very, very good quiz. I'm gonna put the link down in the description below, and if you want to try it out, go ahead. It's really fun. It's going to exercise your brain. So this is the end of my video, and if you want me to do other types of quizzes, just put it down in the comments below. Please give this a thumbs up, share this, subscribe. Baymaxx out. Peace.